Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video, I'm going to review The Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher. This is the second T. Kingfisher book I've read. The main character in this book is Mouse. That's her nickname. Her actual real name is Melissa, but her nickname is Mouse. She is a book editor. Her grandmother recently died, and her father asked her to go to North Carolina, a small town in North Carolina, to clear out the house. It's not something he can deal with. Her grandmother, we learn very quickly, was a very mean, vindictive person, not a very nice person at all. Mouse travels to the North Carolina town with her coonhound, Bongo. And they get there, and she goes into the house and immediately sees that her mother was a hoarder. So she's facing a huge task of cleaning out the house. She also discovers some writings from her step-grandfather that talk about some very mysterious things, and Mouse becomes kind of obsessed with them. There's also some strange sightings outside the house. Mouse is a 30-ish woman, and she seems a very realistic person. The author writes Mouse as having very amusing internal and verbal dialogue, which a little ways in the book I felt it was kind of slightly becoming too much, but then as things went on I was really happy with the way she was written. There are three people I would refer to as aging hippies living near the grandmother's house, and they become friends with Mouse and help her do stuff. There is what she refers to as a goth barista at a coffee shop. Mouse goes into town. Bongo is a great character in his own right. As Mouse says, he's not the smartest dog, but she's very attached to him and he to her. The horror, the kind of the mystery, what's taking place is, I would call it slow burn. It gradually is revealed. The book builds a sense of dread. There's more a sense of dread than kind of like jump scares in written form, although there's a few of those. The author does a great job of building the tension. When things are revealed, I thought they were worthy of the build-up. The book is written after the fact. In other words, Mouse is telling the story in first person that's in the book after the fact, and that may be a little off-putting to people because you realize that at least that she has gotten through the events in the book to the point where she talks about them. So you kind of know she reaches a certain point. There is some rather clear descriptions of injury detail. I thought this was a very satisfying read. I liked Mouse, I like Bongo, I like the supporting characters, I like the buildup of tension, I like the reveals. I recommend this book for anyone who wants to read a horror novel that it's not exactly cozy, but it's not super scary either. It's just some nice building of tension. I would only say that take into account the things that I said, and if those are issues for you, you may want to think before purchasing the book. Oh, there is one other thing too that I should mention. There was some parts of it, not long, but short parts of it, I didn't quite understand what was happening. I would reread it, and I didn't quite get it. But it didn't occur enough to prevent me from enjoying the book. But that might be a little off-putting too. There were some things that I didn't really totally understand. But overall, I really enjoyed this book. I Haven't rated it yet on Storygraph. It's probably going to be 4.5 stars. And a lot of tag videos I do, it asks like must buy authors, and I won't say must buy because T. Kingfisher's written a lot of books, but definitely somebody who's going to rise to the top of my list of someone I want to read more books from based upon the two I read. I love both of the books, and I would recommend both of them. I am going to put in a spoiler because there's something I feel I need to warn people about, but I don't want to say just without the spoiler because it might be something people might not want to know. So what I'll do is I'll put the spoiler text in the lower left, and when I'm done with the spoiler I will remove it so you know I'm done. There is in this book forced pregnancy. It's not SA, but there is forced pregnancy, and I just wanted to say that because I think that might be something understandably people might find difficult to deal with. So just be warned that it does exist. I don't want to say how it occurs because I think that's too much of a spoiler, but it does occur. And now I'm going to go back to your regularly scheduled programming. I failed to mention that the Twisted Ones is the March read for Fright Club, moderated by Cliff at Cliff's Dark Gems and Kritz at Kritz_reads. I hope you're having a wonderful reading week. I hope you're having a wonderful week in general. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos.